beautiful day here in California. Anywho, well, I didn't really have no topic or anything like that. Just wanted to come on here and say good morning. Yes, up early in the morning, on my way to a seminar. About mental health. And I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of people know I work in the field of mental health. I deal with mental health. So I guess this seminar is just going to be talking because I actually work where I work at is not what I'm doing today. I don't know if you guys understand without telling you guys where I work at. But so basically I'm going to a seminar for mental health for the representatives to know how to deal with different types of people. I mean, I guess they is dealing with other employees or state employees that are lashing out, or whatever the case may be. Only thing is they don't deal with them all the time, so the representatives don't deal with the other employees all the time. Like me, I deal with them on a daily basis. And like I always say, we all got like a little mental health in us. Don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. Because I always hate when I hear people say, there ain't nothing wrong with me. I don't have no mental health. Yes, you do, boo. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We all one click from a ticking time bomb. And I think a lot of people don't even realize that, like, when you have a nervous breakdown or anything like that, that's also mental health. So I guess today I'm gonna go listen in. I don't know how long it'll be. Hopefully it's not all day, even though they told us all day, but hopefully it's not all day. I'm gonna keep a positive mind frame with it, I think it's pretty cool to listen to somebody else's perspective on how mental health work, because I got my own of how I think of it, and I know everybody else have theirs also. Part of life, it's pretty cool. But with that being said, I hope people start realizing that mental health is really serious. It's a really serious thing. And like I said a few minutes ago, we all are click from having a nervous breakdown or going crazy. I think we all always had mental health in us, and I think we all have had like different stuff that have like, I mean, whether it was thoughts, whether it was a reaction, whatever it may be, we're human. It happens. I think we just have to know how to deal with it when something do happen as far as what's going on. A lot of people is so scared to talk to somebody about what's going on in their life or what they're thinking or their thoughts. You know, people don't understand that sometimes just talking to somebody, you could get through. You could get a lot, you could put a lot aside, you know what I mean? A lot of times people just want somebody to listen to them. Not that you have to react. A lot of times you don't even have to give your own opinion. They just want somebody to listen. Because I know a person like me, if I a lot of times I have to speak things out and listen to what I'm saying, and I can get my answer like that. So, and then, you know, a lot of people be like, oh, they talking to themselves. People don't realize a lot of people think best when they talk to themselves. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But apparently, people be trying to say, oh, they crazy. No, they're not crazy. I think a lot of times, the people who be like, oh, they crazy, I think those are the people who are crazy. No. Especially when you be talking to people and first thing they always do is they put down anything about mental health. Oh, no, I'm not like this. You're no better than the next person. I always have to tell people, you're no better than the next person. We're human. We're human. We all have issues. We all have things that, you know, the spirit of Mona that hit us in our heads, you know. And especially nowadays, there's so much going on in the world. Every time you turn on the TV, every time you talk to anybody, there's always something going on. Something. And not all the time is good, you know, which is sad. Because we shouldn't have to live in a life like this. But since we do, what's the next best thing? We deal with it. We deal with it and we try to figure our ways out of different situations and different stuff like that. Like I always tell people, I used to didn't be a big fan of therapy, but people don't even understand how big of a fan of therapy I am nowadays. I mean, I think we all should get therapy. I definitely think we all. I think that should be something that they offer kids in school. I think it should be free with your insurance. I think everybody's health insurance should have mental health on it. And I think you should be able to see somebody more than just once. But that's in a perfect world. We don't live in a perfect world at all. So, I guess. All right, I'll come back to y'all in 1 minute. Give me a minute. I'm back. Tell you the truth, I just had to go get my Starbucks for my mental health. Nah, but like I was saying, you know, mental health is serious. Like, people don't even understand it or whatever. I mean, I know how to deal with all type of different people. You know, and I don't try to overstep my boundaries. I think where a lot of people get messed up when they're dealing with somebody who has some kind of mental issues is they try to overstep their boundaries, not knowing that the person who has mental health already set it up boundaries for us. You know, but also with that being said, we have to give them boundaries also, because sometimes they'll cross their boundaries that we place in line for them. But also, you know, we give people boundaries anyways. At least we should give people boundaries. You know, mental health is just serious. It's a serious issue. It needs to be dealt with. Especially here in California. I don't know, but I see all kind of people laying outside on the streets. I see people who I remember a couple of years ago where I work at. Oh, okay, I didn't mean to stop, but people do some crazy things when they driving. But I remember a couple of years ago, over by my job where I work at now, there used to be a lady who used to go to the big lots over there, and she used to just lay on the ground, I mean, for hours, early in the morning. She would lay there until about 2 o'clock. Place a blanket over her head, her whole entire body. And she wasn't at the door, but she would be pushed over, like over in a corner. And so many people thought this lady was bipolar. I mean, thought she was homeless. For years, people thought this lady was homeless. At first, I thought this lady was homeless. Until one day, I happened to go up there, and by the way, people used to like leave her money by her bed, by her blankets and everything like that, because it wasn't a bed. It was just blankets that she threw over her. But people would throw money at her, leave her money, leave her more blankets, put food right there. People would have all kind of stuff. This lady had it going on. And I mean, this is way before COVID even happened. This was going on mainly like in the 90s and early 2000s. People would do all kind of stuff to try to help her, thinking that this lady was homeless. The funny thing is so at that time, I didn't live too far from my job. I actually lived right down the street from it or whatever. And I just happened one day to go over there to Big Lots around 5 o'clock, 5-ish. It was like 5, 4-ish. Somewhere right there. And I was sitting in my car. Because a lot of people, if you know me, you know I sit in my car a lot. My car is my thinking. I do a lot of thinking in my car. So I happened to look up after sitting in my car, and I see her get up. She folded up her blankets nice and neatly. She was not dirty. I mean, because you could never see what she looked like or anything, because she would just be laying up underneath her blankets. Everybody knew it was a woman because people have like shook her or asked her if she could move or anything like that. They have did that before. But she would always go back to the same spot. So I don't know what it was about that particular spot that she always went to. But this one day, I end up going, and I seen her get up, fold her blankets up nice and neatly, and she walked to her car. The lady had a car. She didn't just have any kind of car. She had a Mercedes, a V12. A V12. Back in the 90s, early 2000s. White, on rims, very nice car, very clean on the inside. So that right there tells me that she has something mental going on, that she felt like she needed to go to that spot right there. And it wasn't because she was homeless. Kind of find out later on, I met somebody who knew her, and she was a schizophrenic. And that's what she just, her brain just told her to go there and lay down all day long. She wasn't hurting nobody. She wasn't harming nobody. And she did it for so long at Big Lots. I think Big Lots didn't even care. And at that time, it was called Pick and Save. But I think she did it for so long that they thought that she belonged to the establishment, that she belonged there. Like, If she wasn't there, everybody would literally be like in the parking lot and inside the stores and stuff like, hey, she ain't there today. Like, what's going on? Like, I wonder if she's okay. It's a shame that everybody talks like that, but because she did it so long, everybody thought she was homeless. And she wasn't homeless. She wasn't homeless at all. She just had a trigger that went off. That's all it was. She had a trigger. I mean, I can't tell you where she is nowadays because everybody who I know that did, used to see her, everybody says we don't see her no more, so we don't know what happened to her. Or whatever. But, everybody has triggers. Like I always say, everybody's that one trigger from having a nervous breakdown or something else happening to them. That's why I say, don't try to test anybody. Because you never know where somebody comes from. And you never know where they could take you to. I try to treat everybody the same. Just like right now, I'm at Starbucks, inside Starbucks, and a homeless lady comes in there. At least I think she's homeless. I'm not sure if she was homeless or not. But I can honestly say I can tell that something was going on with her. I mean, I just don't mess with them. I see them and I just let them be or whatever. I don't know their situation, just like they don't know mine. I don't know what they've been through, just like they don't know what I've been through. Or whatever. It is part of life. It's part of life. But if we can all be kind, I think we can get far with just being kind to each other. I hate when I see kids mess with homeless people and stuff like that. I'm always the first to say something. It's just not right. Or I see other people just harassing them for no reason. But anyways, I didn't want to make this video too long, and I can see right now it's going to be kind of long. So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe my channel, leave a comment, and like I always say,